Starting another news roundup here on the channel with more Washington Commanders updates. Another video, always quick, objective, and fully up-to-date about the Commanders. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. We've got daily videos so you stay super informed and don't miss a thing. And hit that thumbs up, it helps a lot, supports the channel, and really motivates me to keep recording for you guys. All right, let's kick things off. Commanders fans, a lot of people were hopeful, but the Brian Flores to Washington scenario is officially dead. Just like many skeptics predicted, Flores signed a contract extension with the Minnesota Vikings this Wednesday. Sure, he could still leave if he lands a head coaching job with the Steelers or the Ravens, but as just our defensive coordinator, that door is now completely closed. It was a solid attempt by GM Adam Peters, but now the focus has shifted. No time to dwell on it. Head coach Dan Quinn is already moving on to the next target, and that target is Al Harris. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Commanders are interviewing the current Chicago Bears defensive backs coach. And listen, the connection here is strong. Harris and Quinn worked together with the Dallas Cowboys and have a huge level of mutual trust. Al Harris is a fast-rising coach. In the 2025 season, he led the Bears secondary, which finished first in the NFL in turnovers. He's the guy who teaches players to be true ball hawks, exactly what our defense desperately needs, since we were one of the worst teams in the league in interceptions. But it won't be easy. The Washington Commanders are now in a full-blown war with the Green Bay Packers for Al Harris. Harris is a legendary figure in Green Bay, a Packers Hall of Famer, and he already interviewed with them on Wednesday to replace Jeff Hafley. The Packers currently have a more talented defensive roster than we do, which makes their offer very appealing. However, Washington's biggest trump card is Dan Quinn. Harris has said in the past that he would follow Quinn anywhere. The fan base is hoping that friendship outweighs his glorious past in Green Bay. The defensive coordinator search has turned into a behind-the-scenes battle worthy of a movie. On one side, a brand new project in Washington with an old friend. On the other, a return home to a team that's already competitive. So, what do you think? Is Al Harris, with that turnover-generating mindset, the right guy to fix our secondary? Or would you rather see a more experienced coordinator? Drop your comment down below. Now switching gears. All right, Commanders fans, Washington is heading into free agency with a huge question mark. What should they do with Debo Samuel? He was Adam Peters' big gamble a year ago, but that original vision never fully came together. The plan was to have Debo as the perfect WR2 next to Terry McLaurin, but injuries to Scary Terry and Jayden Daniels changed everything. Even with all the chaos, Debo was a warrior. He finished 2025 as the team leader with 72 catches and 727 yards. He stepped up as the WR1 when the team needed him most. But now comes the big X factor. He just turned 30 in January, and keeping him could get really expensive at a time when this roster needs to get younger. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Commanders are happy with what Debo brought to the table, but the price tag on a new deal could be a major roadblock. Washington has one of the biggest salary cap spaces in the league, around $80 to $90 million, but Adam Peters seems inclined to go with a clean slate approach. Re-signing Debo would mean paying elite money to a player entering his 30s. With Jayden Daniels still on his rookie contract, a lot of people believe Washington should use that money to go after younger names on the market, like Rashid Shaheed, or go all in on the draft to give Daniels a partner who can grow with him over the next 5 years. There's also a group inside Washington that believes Debo deserves one last shot with a 100% healthy offense. Just imagine 2026 with Jayden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, and Debo Samuel, all healthy and running the new offensive system. That could be an elite offense. But here's the problem. The interest in Debo around the league will be massive. Contending teams that feel like they're one piece away from a Super Bowl might throw truckloads of money at him, money Washington may not want to match. The Debo decision will define whether the Commanders still believe in this veteran core or if the full rebuild has officially begun. The front office has the money, but is it really worth investing in Debo, or is it time to say goodbye? So let me ask you,
Would you re-sign Debo Samuel for 2 or 3 more years? Or would you let him walk and use that money to bring in 2 or 3 younger players for the defense and the offensive line? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's wrap things up strong today, guys. ESPN analyst Aaron Schatz just dropped a prediction that has Washington fans buzzing. The Commanders are expected to be the favorites to land none other than Breece Hall, the star running back from the New York Jets. Hall is hitting free agency in 2026 at just 24 years old and coming off the best season of his career, rushing for over 1,000 yards even in a broken Jets offense. According to experts, his contract could land around 4 years, $48 million. That's a big investment, but we're talking about one of the best running backs in the league, a true dual threat who can hurt you both on the ground and through the air. We all know 2025 was a tough year. Washington finished 23rd in rushing efficiency. Austin Eckler's injury left a massive hole, and the rotation between rookie Jackery Krosky-Merritt and Chris Rodriguez never gave Jayden Daniels the stability he needed. Jackery showed flashes, but it was clear the coaching staff didn't feel comfortable giving him the full workload. Bringing in Breece Hall would instantly change the level of this team. He'd be the perfect safety valve for Jayden Daniels, taking pressure off our quarterback and forcing defenses to respect the run game. Just picture 2026, a healthy Jayden Daniels, Terry McLaurin in his prime, and now Breece Hall in the backfield. That would give our new offensive coordinator, David Blue, an endless set of options. Breece Hall is an elite runner, but what really makes him special is his ability in the passing game. In 2025, he was among the leaders in yards after catch for running backs. For a young QB like Daniels, having a guy who can turn a 3-yard checkdown into a 20-yard gain is a dream. If Adam Peters pulls this off, Washington stops just competing and becomes a real problem in the NFC East. The money's there. The target is clear. Now it's all about whether Adam Peters can beat the competition for Breece Hall. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think spending around $12 million per year on a running back like Breece Hall is the right move to protect and elevate Jayden Daniels? Or would you rather invest that money into the offensive line and keep betting on Jackery's development? Let's get that fan debate going. And one last thing. Did you like the video? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because if Breece Hall shows up in DC, I'm dropping a breaking update the second he arrives. We're in this together. Thanks for everything, and let's go Commanders!